Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Big Lair here, Jack's Private Coffee Corner, coming to you live from Japan, Nagoya, Japan. Let's see, right now it's around midnight on the 8th, just turning into the 9th here. So soon to be Monday morning on the 9th. Just thought I'd do a little crypto update here. I've been kind of busy the last week, and nothing, really nothing has been going on in the crypto market except the last day or so. So, I didn't want to come on here and do an update on cryptos without really anything exciting to talk about. There's a lot of people out in YouTube land making videos about cryptos, and they just kind of say the same thing over and over and over. Buy these coins, buy that coins. Hey, these coins will never be cheaper. You should get them now. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna have a huge increase in this month. Oh, it didn't happen. Okay, we're gonna have a huge increase next month. You can count on it. It's gonna happen. Same old, hodl, hodl, hodl. When it 10x's, we're all gonna be rich and this and that. So, just a lot of the same information. And if people want to do that, that's fine. And if you want to listen to that, that's great. Everybody has their own material that resonates with them, whether it be, cryptos or whatever. So I just don't want to do a video like that though. I like to give some good information, something that people can use, right? And my thing is I don't just want to hodl. I know some people are just saying, I'm just going to hodl. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But, I watched the market go down from the beginning of 2018. I watched it, Bitcoin hit its all-time high, 20,000. Then I just watched the market go down and down and down and down and down for over a year. And then I said to myself, Jesus, why am I just hodling all this time? Why am I listening to people telling me to hodl? I'm a pretty smart guy. It'd be one thing if you're scared to trade, I understand. If you don't have the intelligence to trade, hey, I understand. I totally get it. Everybody who's in this space and watching these kinds of videos, you understand that cryptos are going to do well. They're going to do very well in the future, so you want to get into it. And so you get in, and then what do? This is such a new space. It's really only a couple years old. I mean, Bitcoin's been around longer than a couple of years, but actually people making videos and the various cryptocurrencies and their platforms have really only been around a couple of years, right? 2-3 years, if you think about it. I can remember back in 2016, in the beginning of 2016, so that's over 3 years ago, I was looking at getting into cryptocurrencies, and I was doing a lot of research. There wasn't a lot out there. Things have changed. Exchanges have really changed. Wallet solutions have really changed. But interestingly enough, a lot of the people who've been talking about cryptocurrencies, I don't want to name any names, but I think if you're in the space, you know who the people are who've been talking about cryptocurrencies a lot. A lot of the advice they gave did not pan out. Now, I'm not criticizing anybody, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen in the space. It's a very young space. And what do we have to look at? We have past performance. That's all there is, right? And a lot of the information about, investing and trading, it came from the stock market, right? It came from the stock market, people with charting and all these different ideas, Elliott wave and, Fibonacci numbers and whatnot. All of that information just slid over from the stock guys. And I say guys, meaning, the people involved in the buying and selling of stocks. I don't mean just men, but men and women, guys as in everybody. They just brought that information over and have applied it to cryptocurrencies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's because the space is so new. We don't know what's going to work. We don't know what's not going to work. So what do you do when you're looking at a stock? Well, people will say, okay, let's look at the all-time high. Yeah, I agree. looking at the all-time high is one of the few, whoops, sorry here, I just got excited and bumped my camera. Looking at the all-time high is one of the few things we have to gauge what's going to happen with the cryptocurrency. And until we get more history under our belt with cryptocurrencies, that's pretty much all we have, I think. Right? Look at the all-time highs. Oh, okay, Bitcoin was 20,000. We can say probably it's going to go back there. Well, look at, any coins and say, well, what was the all-time high? It'll probably go back to that. And that's a pretty fair assessment, I think, right? Okay, so I'm going to look down at my computer here. I've got some information. What's been happening? Wow, on my Patreon channel, I'm making, I've got these spreadsheets I put out every day. I analyze a basket of cryptocurrencies. Some of you know this, I think. And I've got about 20 coins in my basket. So on the weekends, I normally don't do too much just because on the weekdays I'm doing a lot. So on the weekends, I don't watch anything, but I'm looking here at Friday. And let's see, I pull a lot of my numbers and put them into my spreadsheet in the morning. So on Friday morning, Tezos was $1.29. Its price was up 1.5% in fiat currency terms, but it had lost a little value against Bitcoin. And now we jump from, Friday to Sunday. So I just put this information in here today. Actually, this morning. And Tezos was at $1.50. I think it's a little higher now. It's maybe $1.56 as of the time of this video. But it was $1.50, so that went up 16.28%. But it really gained against Bitcoin. And to me, the price going up isn't such a big deal, but if the price goes up and if it gains against Bitcoin, it's doing great. So, if you had one Bitcoin today and you wanted to just put all of it into Tezos, you would get 777.5 less Tezos today than you would have on Friday. So that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference, right? And I mean, Bitcoin's at 7,507, or it was this morning when I pulled all these numbers and put them into my spreadsheet. So Tezos is definitely the biggest gainer today, as far as I can see from the coins in my basket. Everything else, not much is going on. Everything's around 2%, anywhere from 0 to 2%. There are some coins like Bitcoin Cash was down, a little over 1%. And then we've got the biggest loser, Veritaseum. What's going on with Veritaseum? Wow, it's down to $12.67. And it might have changed, as you're watching this video, you might say, oh no, it's a different price. Well, this morning is when I took this information. And then I'll jump over. I also look at a lot of other information. I've got a few metrics that I look at, that I was just looking at. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 metrics there that I was just looking at. And now I've got another 5 metrics that I'm looking at, and that's in relation to market cap and trading volume. Market capitalization and trading volume. So if I look at Tezos and I compare the trading volume from Friday, let's see, from Friday, and then I look at it today. So from Friday to today, the trading volume, the daily trading volume increased 162%. That is nuts, totally nuts. Well, how about the market cap? Well, the market cap only increased 21, but a huge increase in the daily trading volume. So that's pretty impressive, and the market cap increased. Now, if we look at Veritaseum, the market cap is down almost 10%, but the trading volume is up almost 75% from Friday. But that's not a huge deal, because on Friday, if I compare last Thursday to Friday, as of Friday, the trading volume was down 72.5%. So it's basically making up the trading volume. However, the market cap is down almost 10% and the price is down. The price is really down, right? What did we say it was down there? Yeah, it's down almost 10%. So that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. So the change in price would affect the market cap. It's not always the case. It's not always the case. Now, I get a kick out of watching some people on YouTube and they put a video out and someone says to them, they put questions in like a live video or something and say, hey, what do you think of this coin? And the person will look at the market cap and they'll say, I don't really know this coin. Let me see it. Oh yeah, looking at the market cap and the trading volume, that looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. I recommend it, And I get a big kick out of that because I'm looking at the trading volumes, daily trading volumes and the market cap. I'm doing it for a few weeks now, seriously, really seriously. And these numbers, the market cap and the daily trading volume changes significantly from day to day. So when I see someone now who says, oh yeah, I don't know this coin, but looking at the trading volume and the market cap as a percentage looks really good. And I get a kick out of that. Why? Because doing that one glance tells you nothing. It really tells you nothing. It's like taking a snapshot, Taking a snapshot. At that moment it might look good, but what's it done over the last month? What's it done over the last 3 months, And I'm in the process of building a 50-day daily trading average for volume, right? Taking the average over 50 days of the trading volume and getting that number. And then my ultimate goal is a 200-day average volume. So from what I've been seeing recently, this market cap isn't such a big deal. I mean, that'll change. You'll get a big change like Tezos here, 21%. Well, the price went up, 16 some percent. There's a lot of interest in this coin right now. So the trading volume, bam, it's up 162%. So people might, if you looked at it today and you would say, let's see. Okay, if someone asked you today, look at Tezos. Well, the market cap of Tezos is 1,030,335,000, right? Okay, cool. Well, what's the trading volume, the daily trading volume as a percent of its market cap? 2.65%. And you go, no, that's too low. You might say, oh, the daily trading volume is, it's 27,348,000. But it's only 2.65%. So you wouldn't even look at that coin. You'd say, oh no, the trading volume is too low. Well, it's because you don't have a big picture, like a Mac. You haven't taken a step back and been able to gather some data to take a macro look at things, right? And we can say that for a lot of coins. I mean, even Bitcoin. Bitcoin has some pretty good volume. On Friday, its daily trading volume was 50% of its market cap. 50% of its market cap. So like I said, I enjoy watching other people's videos and seeing their take on, what's going on with the market cap and trading volume. And I've got a few other metrics that I'm looking at that I haven't seen anyone else talk about on YouTube or anywhere. Now, I'm not a member of someone's Patreon channel or something, so there may be people out there who are talking about these other things, but I just haven't seen them yet. So that's kind of fun, So there's a lot of things to look at with cryptocurrencies, deciding which one is good and which one's not good. Now, of course, if anyone has been in the space for a while, you have an idea what the recommended coins are, And if you're like me, you went out, you did all the research, if you were really lucky, let's see, I found two coins that I really love. And I read something about a little coin called Digibyte when it first came out. And I read what they wanted to do with this thing, and I followed them, and they were doing really well. You know, they had milestones planned out. They were achieving these milestones. Okay, yeah, I can see this being big. So I got into it like almost right in the beginning. And then I'll never forget finding Theta. And the very next day, you know, I found Theta, made a bunch of notes. I've got a notebook that it's got, you know, it's filled with stuff on cryptocurrencies. The next day I saw a video, I think it was JSNP4 had a video interview with Michelle White Dove. What does she think is going to be this monster cryptocurrency? Theta. So I thought to myself, holy crap, I just looked at this the day before. I had never found it before. I'd never heard of it before. And here's Michelle White Dove, who's a well-known psychic, saying this is going to be a monster coin. Well, man, I jumped all over that. So, you know, once in a while, the universe, as JSNP4 likes to say, throws you a bone. You know, you find something and then you get a good confirmation on it. And the more you read about it, you just like it even more, right? So there are a lot of coins like that where everybody kind of knows that, oh, okay, these are all good coins. You know, this person likes these coins, that person likes these coins, and if I put them together, you know, it gives me this, and I feel this way about that coin. And, you know, you don't have to like the coins that everybody's talking about, but you'll find your favorites, the one that resonate with you, right? So that's what we're all trying to do here. And for me, like I said, the whole, you know, hodl thing didn't do it for me. And I understand, you know, if you're scared or you don't have the, what's the nice way to say it? You know, not everyone is set up to have a trading mindset, you know. Not everyone is going to go out and read all of the information on these coins and blockchains and understand it. Okay, so I guess what I want to say is that if you're inclined, you know, if you're not afraid to trade, and if you don't mind reading things that are a little technical that can really help you out in your cryptocurrency adventure here. So I spoke a few months ago on YouTube. I had a video about a series of trades I made. I think it was from July to September. Some very successful trades. And I haven't done anything since then. I've got a lot of things I'm waiting for. I mean, you know, recently the Tezos increase. Yeah, I unloaded some Tezos. You know, I think I made 41% off the deal. Cool. But I didn't just sell my Tezos and said, okay, yeah, I've got a 41% profit sitting here. I'm going to go out and buy an Xbox or something. No, I'm not going to do that. For me, there's actually a method behind the madness. And I've got a list of considerations, 3 considerations that have to be met before I will sell a cryptocurrency. And just because Tezos, you know, it shot past my first target price doesn't mean I'm going to sell it. There are 2 other things that had to occur. Those 2 other things did occur. I'm okay with all 3 conditions, which is also part of my strategy. And so, okay, I can get rid of some Tezos then. Because I know even if Tezos, let's say just for the sake of conversation, Tezos shoots up to $10. $10, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Why? I just made 41%. You can't be greedy, right? Which is one of my rules. You can't be greedy. Greed will not get you anywhere. Greed will work against you, actually. So I'm cool if Tezos keep shooting up because I've got price targets. Right? And now ultimately what I would like to do, you know, if it was a perfect world, I would like to sell my Tezos like I did for a profit, and then the price drops down, I buy it back at a lower price, and I increase the number of Tezos I have. But if that doesn't happen, I'm okay with it because I have these 2 other considerations. And one of those considerations is that I'm looking at other cryptocurrencies, not just Tezos. I'm looking at other cryptocurrencies that look attractive to me, and there's a number of them right now that look really, really attractive. Their prices are low. I'm fine if I have to move my profit from Tezos into one of these other coins. I'm absolutely fine with that. Or if I just had to hold my profit in stable coins for 3 months, 6 months, I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with that too. In fact, back in September, I was holding some of my profits for almost 3 months before I moved them in. Prices got to a point where I thought, oh, it'd be stupid of me not to do this, not to buy them back, because I'm going to make a huge, huge increase in the amount of cryptocurrencies I have. So that's what I did. So I know I could be waiting 3 months. I could be waiting 6 months, even a year. I'm fine with that. So if you have a plan, make sure you're never in a position where you're, oh, Jesus, why did I do that? You don't want to ever be in that position. So set yourself up with a strategy where you're always in a win-win situation. If the price continues to go up, you're happy. You just sell some more. And then you'll take your profits and put it into another coin that hasn't shot up yet. And if the price goes down, you're really happy, because now you're going to buy back and get even more. Okay? So it's pretty simple, but I'm surprised at the number of people who don't have this kind of thing in place. Now, a couple of years ago, I finished an MBA. And what was really interesting to me is that some of my professors, they were great. I had some really awesome professors. I had a couple crappy ones, to be honest, but I mostly had fantastic professors. I really did. I had a few who had written textbooks. They were very well versed in finance and investing, and the fact that I'm 51, so I'm about the same age as some of my professors. So it was very easy for me to talk with some of my professors and find out, hey, what are you doing for investing? Oh, you got stocks. What kind of stocks do you have? Well, what's your exit plan? Interestingly enough, even these PhD professors, a number of them had no exit strategy. They were just thinking, well, I'm going to hold on to my stocks until I retire. It's the same old hodl crap, I was so shocked. Here are these intelligent people who've done research in these areas in finance and investing. They've done research on it. They can tell you just, reams and reams of information about this stuff. And yet, even those people had no exit strategy. That just blew my mind. And I'm finding the same thing in cryptocurrencies. You talk to people, they have no exit strategy. So you've really got to get this nailed down, right? Get this nailed down, because you don't want to let your emotions make you crazy and do your buying and selling based on emotions. Like, that'll crush you, right? So, get an exit strategy in place and then have a plan. It's not just, okay, when it gets to this price, I'm going to sell. But, if you think about it a little bit, you can easily make up a plan. Okay, I'm going to sell at this point, and then if it goes down, I'll buy it back and get some more. If it doesn't, I'm going to jump over here to this coin. And you just keep doing this. You just keep doing this, because the market's going to go up and down. We've really seen that since the end of 2017, like almost 2 years now. Well, 2 years exactly now. We've really seen these huge ups and downs, and a lot more downs. And for some reason, people who did not take advantage of the ups before, and then they watched everything crash down, even now some things are moving up, they still are not understanding that, hey, you've got to put some of this, take some of these profits out. You don't have to take the money and, spend it on Christmas or buy a new car or whatever. Hold it in stable coins. So, you've got to have a plan. That's the thing. You've got to have a plan. And there are lots of things to look at, but there's information out there to help everyone. Okay. And if someone's interested, I've got a Patreon channel. I do daily crypto updates. I talk about prices, price trends. I'm analyzing the market cap how the daily trading volume is affecting prices. I'm learning more and more about that every day. I actually think that's going to be a key indicator, taking the market cap versus the daily trading volume with these other three metrics that I'm looking at. I really think that's going to be key to the future. And I've got some coins that I'm looking at that no one is talking about. Absolutely no one is talking about these coins. And if we go back to our all-time high, which there's not a lot of data that we can use to predict where crypto prices will go, one of the best ones is an all-time high. So if we just look at that, and I consider the percentages that I understand from that, there are some really attractive coins that no one's talking about, not at all. And these things could be huge. If you look at the percentage, just the percentages on some of these things, you would never want to buy Bitcoin. If we just looked at all-time highs, you would never, previous all-time highs, and the idea that these coins could go back to their previous all-time highs, Bitcoin is not a coin I would ever buy. Because it's so close to its all-time high now in comparison to other coins. So anyway, there's a lot of things that are out there, a lot of good information that I'm starting to get a handle on. So if you want to know a little more, jump over to my Patreon page and just check it out. It's Jack's Private Coffee Corner. I believe there'll be a link down below in the description box here. Okay, other than that, there's really not so much going on in the crypto market. I think everyone's doing a good job of keeping up on things. Atomic Wallet, they had an update. You can do Tezos staking now on Atomic Wallet. How awesome is that, right? That is super great. The Cardano, the Daedalus, and Yoroi wallets. If you've got your coins in there, they've already taken a snapshot, 2 snapshots. They're going to have it worked out where you can do staking in Cardano. I did see one really good video, and for the life of me, I can't remember who made the video. It was someone I had never seen before on YouTube, but this guy who's got a pretty good head on his shoulders, he figured out how many Cardano you would need to have to create passive income, and not just create any passive income, but to create enough passive income that it would pay all of your bills for a month. Now, he used some number, I think it was $101, which is the average amount of, or the amount of money that the average American spends every day. That's for your house payment or whatever, your car, your insurance, all of your expenses during the month. If you broke it down into a daily cost, it's around $101. Well, it was in this guy's research. And then how many Cardano would you need if Cardano went back to its all-time high? Its all-time high wasn't that huge, right? In dollar terms. But if it went back to that, how many would you need to generate the passive income necessary to live? So I found that idea really fascinating. As he was explaining it, his math, I think his numbers were slightly off. Not trying to be a jerk, not trying to criticize the guy because he made an awesome video, and I can't remember his name, and I feel bad about that because I'd like to give him a shout out for it. But the math was just slightly messy, a little bit off, and there was one part where he could have explained better. I'm actually I've got someone who's going to tell me about that. I've showed them the video, and they understand the formula he used. And oh, what happened here? My light went out. Anyway, he gave some really good information, and I'm going to get the video. I'm going to show this video to my friend again, who is really good at math, and he's going to walk me through it. And I'd like to do a video on that for people because Cardano, staking Cardano could be a viable source of income for people. Maybe you wouldn't be able to buy enough Cardano to create enough passive income to take care of all of your monthly bills, but wouldn't it be nice if you had enough Cardano to take care of your car payment or your house payment? That would be awesome, right? And of course with Tezos, Tezos has a higher previous all-time high than Cardano does. So how many Tezos would we need if it went back to its all-time high to do the same thing? So that's something I'm going to be working on, and I'm going to show my patrons first on Patreon, my channel there. And depending on what everyone thinks over there, I may show it here on YouTube. So there's lots of fascinating things going on in the crypto world. And I hope you guys are taking advantage of some of these things. I hope you're researching it and you have time to look at it. Okay, this video is maybe getting too long. I don't want to take so much time of everybody because it's December 9th. It's getting closer and closer to Christmas. And if I were you, I'd be spending my time getting things ready so that I could enjoy the holidays with my family. Okay, you guys, wherever you are, hope you have a great day. Hope everyone is able to take advantage of some of the price increases in cryptos. Okay, take care, and I will see you soon.